All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for September 12th, 2018. Wednesday evening. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for giving us some time. All right, glad you can join in with us. We got some new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops, updates. We're going to jump right in here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look around the channel, look around the internet. Getting the greatest intelligence drop ever known to man. But it's not in a leaky manner. It is done in a manner where it just points you in the right direction. Leaking would be not what this current administration supports. They're actually trying to stop all the leaking, and they've done a pretty good job, actually, so far. All right, got rid of a lot of the bad actors. Okay, so the last one we went over is a Q plus photo here, 2162, 2163 as well. It was just a Twitter link. We went to that as well. So 2164, this came at 1526, 3:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How do you inflict max pain / damage? Drop in the brackets daily carpet bombs. In the brackets rats running. Greater than arrow drop / release. Moab, mother of all booms. All right, Sarah Carter, how anti-Trump leakers moved from offensive to defensive. I'm sure it's a great article here. How anti-Trump leakers moved from offensive to defensive. This came today. U.S. officials are seeking to undermine President Trump with a series of illegal leaks. RCI has found that the anti-Trump leaks fall into two categories. So a trail of evidence appearing in major news outlets suggests a campaign to undermine President Trump from within the government through illegal leaks of classified information, and then thwart congressional investigators probing the disclosures. They've done a pretty good job up till this point. Sessions and Flynn targeted in the kill box, in the brackets, for immediate, in the brackets, removal recusal. Sessions Senate confirmation vote. Rod Rosenstein in the bracket. Senate confirmation vote. That was like a 96-4 or something, whatever the heck it was. It was a reconcile. Can't remember that. Let's look this up. Rod Rose. I know that's right. $94-6. I don't know what I just said. 96-4. 94-6. All right, reconcile. If Sessions wasn't a threat, why was he the primary target? If Sessions wasn't a threat, why was he the primary target? Interesting. Why was it critical to move Rod Rosenstein into the DOJ acting attorney general regarding appointment of Mueller / director special counsel oversight authority in the brackets? Why was it critical to move Rod Rosenstein into the DOJ acting AG? If you know what your enemy is planning, how do you prepare strategically? Think today. Left supporting Sessions, left defending Sessions. Strategic advantage. Newstroke page text reveals others were leaking like mad and lead up to Trump Russia probe. Twitter. I got a little Twitter here from... It won't come up. There it is. Yeah, Jim Jordan, we're still waiting to get all the documents from Rod Rosenstein and at the Justice Department. That's why we pushed so hard. That's basically what he says here. All right, with panic comes mistakes. With panic comes betrayal. With panic comes testimony. With panic comes, these people are stupid. FISA goes both ways. Plus, hooah. All right, if Sessions wasn't a threat, why was he the primary target? All right, 2165. This came at 1545. 3:45 p.m. We got an article here, TheVerge.com, Reddit QAnon $1 million. Reddit's QAnon ban points to how it's tracking toxic communities. Contains a virus and it doesn't spread. Reddit has finally banned the Great Awakening, the main QAnon subreddit, and then it banned the r/the under Great Awakening, the backup subreddit. Users fled. QAnon, the web of conspiracy theories, which involve Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, politicians, and government officials, stretching all the way back to Kennedy era, originated on 4chan through Q, an anonymous person purporting to have high-level security clearance. It then quickly spread to Reddit, Facebook, and eventually offline. A spokesperson confirmed The Verge that the Great Awakening was banned for violating Reddit's policy against inciting violence, harassment, and dissemination of personal information. While the Great _Awakening was taken down for inciting harassment, the Great Awakening has been banned from Reddit. The takedowns come on the heels of banning the $1 million extreme earlier this week. The community belonging to the alt-right community trope of the same name led by Sam Hyde, Nick Rockfort, and Charles Carroll. $1 million extreme has associated subs. Billion Shekel Supreme, Chad Wright were banned from the site on Monday night. A Reddit spokesperson confirmed The Verge, citing violations of company's most recent content policy update. Per the postings left in the place of the subreddits, MDE and Chad Wright were banned for violating the forum's violent speech guidelines, while BSS was taken offline for ban evasion. While previous Reddit bans have come out about mostly as a result of external pressure, these are the first higher profile bans directly tied to the Reddit's new, more explicit content policy. All right, so you want to finish that article, feel free. It's just about the Reddit banning now. It's getting worse. We got a CNET, Reddit bans. They're talking about it. Reddit bans QAnon subreddit that featured pro-Trump conspiracy theories. It was taken down for content policy violations, Reddit said. Calm before the storm. I mean, they just have a short little article on it here, so. Content violations. Stay strong, stay together. Censorship will fail. Those they attack the most are the biggest threat. Expect Twitter/Facebook force next. A J. Jones template was designed to attack/censor QAnon. Primary objective. All right, so just like we said all these years, he's been around 19 years. Never attacked, never taken down, never censored. 19 years telling us the truth. Now, Q's been around 6-7 months. And 8 months, 8 or 9, going on a year. And it's been attacked heavily now for the last couple of months, so starting in the summer. So what's that tell you? They're banning Q stuff left and right, all over. But Alex was allowed to go for 19 years. Then he gets banned real quick last week, or a couple weeks ago. And he's against this. You do your own thinking on that, folks. All right, 2166. This came at 1550, 3:50 p.m. Twitter, got a status here. Just in 60 Minutes, honcho Jeff Fager out of CBS. Network claims exit not directly related to sex misconduct allegations. There sure are a lot of perverts stepping down from their fat cat jobs these days, and a lot of politicians not seeking re-election. Wonder why? Who knows? The Pope might be looking for a new job next. Wow. That somebody wrote underneath 5 hours ago. Lots of Q2. Get the popcorn. Thinking I need some pop too. To pop some. Oh, pop some popcorn. Okay. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Come on here. All right, I'm stuck on Twitter. All right, 2167. This came at 1621, 4:21 p.m. 8chan, Patriots fight is down. It's gone. Kind of got a horrible ad up there. Main points of interest only. It'll serve as a main hub for all communications once all other sites tracking collapse. 8chan only. In the box. In the brackets. What part of another wave of attacks coming yesterday in the brackets yesterday wasn't understood. This is not a game. Main points of interest only. 2168. 297K. Military planning at its finest. Let that sink. 2169. I'll finish these up, then we'll go back to that one. 2169. I'm draining the swamp, and the swamp is trying to fight back. Don't worry, we will win. That was Donald J. Trump on the 5th of September. I remember going over that one. All right, go to this last one here, 2170. This came at 1944, 7:44 p.m. How do you demonstrate reasonable cause to regulate and or break up big tech? How do you demonstrate reasonable cause to regulate and or break up big tech? What is a common theme tactic of the left? Define fascism. Forcible suppression of opposition. Define censorship. The institution, system, or practice of censoring. Define narrative. A way of presenting or understanding a situation or series of events that reflects and promotes a particular point of view or set of values. Define projection. The attribution of one's own ideas, feelings, or attitudes to other people or to objects, especially the externalization of blame, guilt, or responsibility as a defense against anxiety. The forming of a plan, scheming. Define psychological projection. A theory in psychology in which the human ego defends itself against unconscious impulses or qualities, both positive and negative, by denying their existence in themselves while attributing them to others. Define narcissist. A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Narcissists preening themselves in front of the mirror. Define dogma. A point of view or tenet put forth as authoritative without adequate grounds. Define aggression. Forceful and sometimes overly assertive pursuit of one's aims and interest. Define suppression. The action of suppressing something such as an activity or publication. Bonus round. Narcissists are renowned for using psychological projection to blame other people, even when it is entirely apparent that they are the ones in the wrong. Define realism. The quality or fact of representing a person, thing, or situation accurately or in the way that it is true to life. Realism. Actions of Antifa. Aggression, projection, suppression, fascism, censorship, narrative dogma. Actions of fake news, in the brackets. Aggression, projection, suppression, fascism, censorship, narrative dogma. Actions of Twitter, Facebook, Google, YouTube, Reddit. Aggression, projection, suppression, fascism, censorship, narrative dogma, bombs away. Bloomberg article here. Sessions is said to be open to probe of social media giants. So we got Jeff Sessions open to the probe of social media giants, sources says. Trump has said Facebook and Google stifle conservative voices. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is exploring a potential investigation of social media companies and will be briefed on September 25th by Republican state attorneys generals who are already examining the firm's practices, according to two people familiar with the matter. So we got companies such as Alphabet Inc., Google, Facebook, Twitter for violating consumer protection or antitrust laws. They asked not to be identified discussing the matter because of sensitivity. A Justice Department probe of the social media giants for potential improper business practices would likely trigger a political firestorm. President Donald Trump and congressional Republicans have complained that Facebook, Google, and Twitter have censored or otherwise suppressed some conservatives. Social media is totally discriminating against Republican conservative voices, Trump said on Twitter in August. Speaking loudly and clearly for the Trump administration, we won't let that happen. They're closing down the opinions of many people on the right, while at the same time doing nothing to others. Some social media companies have conceded that the enforcement actions against prohibited speech incorrectly targeted both conservative and liberal voices on their platforms. It isn't clear which conservatives Trump is concerned about. All right. So these articles will be linked. Hey, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Trump gets point. Need to do better job self-regulating. Trump's got a point. Need to do better job. So massive fake news attention for a conspiracy Reddit board being banned. Why are we being targeted by some of the largest media organizations on the planet? Got all these articles, folks. All right. I'll click on a few, read the headlines. QAnon Great Awakening subreddit banned. Conspiracy theory incensed. Click on another random one. Reddit bans Great Awakening, the main subreddit for QAnon conspiracy theorist. Motherboard. Reddit bans a subreddit responsible for mainstreaming QAnon conspiracy theories. So the common thread is they are Breaking 911. Panic in D.C. Statements start a fire. 12 moves ahead. Suicide. All right. So the common thread I'm getting out of all this: Reddit bans major QAnon hive. Reddit has finally axed one of the main hubs of QAnon conspiracy theory. Visitors to the Great Awakening subreddit were greeted this afternoon with a ban notice stating that the forum has been booted for violations of current policy, specifically inciting violence, harassment, and the dissemination of personal information. The QAnon theory, to put it briefly, is the theory that Robert Mueller and Donald Trump are secretly working together to prosecute elite members of a global spanning pedophile ring. That information comes from an anonymous 4chan poster named Q, hence the name. It is ridiculous, possible a prank taken to the extreme, and has many supporters. And it just has many supporters. A backup forum, The Great Awakening, also received the full force of the ban hammer. Earlier this week, Reddit also banned a number of subreddits based around $1 Million Extreme, a comedy group popular among white supremacists led by right-wing nuisance Sam Hyde. In recent days, Q followers had become fixated on the death of John McCain, theorizing that it had been secretly executed after John Kasich said in an interview that he had been put to death. We already said that John Kasich just came afterwards. All right, so enough of that. Enough of that article. It's the same garbage that we see. So, panic in D.C. Again, statements start a fire. 12 moves ahead. Suicide watch. So we're going to be back on that. Suicide watch. We're 12 moves ahead. Every time. Every time. All right, let's go back to the one here. 297K, military planning at its finest. Hoo-ah. Oh my. Please keep POTUS family and safe. Thank you for the info, confidence, and the faith in the plan. Sending blessings to all patriots. All other tracking sites collapse. Interesting. That trends to suggest that Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, Twitter will all insta-ban anything to do with Q. They're not doing this yet. However, they could at any moment. I don't think the energy is there for that yet. However, if that leave PF and as the only outlet on the entire web for Q, what external real life environment would that allow for that? What else is going on outside cyberspace during this time? What Q is suggesting is totalitarianism in cyberspace. Would physical space also require an increase of totalitarianism to enforce the exits within cyberspace? Wow. 70K displayed on Reddit, but real 300K on Reddit. So should we expect everything except PF to go down completely? Now I understand why the update in June occurred here. This is a huge amount. So we cross links boards for effect. Linking off thread without warning. Not cool, Q. You lurked long enough. Trust the plan is my plan. Reddit ban proves more than they are scared. Main hub means main hub. Only thing available. That is the only way it'll work. It goes on and on and on. I'm still trusting the plan bigly, friend to the end. Alex Jones confesses Jesus Christ on a regular basis. What does Paul have to say about this? Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that does not confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is not God. And this is a spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard was coming, and is now already in the world. Who has confessed Christ as Lord? Jones has done so, and does so several times a week on air. That's crazy. On air, please reconcile this. Did anyone say hammer time? Very exciting. I went from curious and doubtful to maybe to something funny going on here. I think this might be real. Then impatient, let's do this, to zeroed out, and now holy crap, it's happening already. Eventually we'll be on the other end of this in victory. Does sky event equal solar storm? Q, can we accommodate all the new eyes coming when all else is censored? Attacks on Q research yesterday were frustrating. Still, these people are stupid. All comms protected. 10-4 rubber ducky. Never really went to Reddit until fairly recently. I have mostly lurked here, but I felt like Scientist Q with a bunch of grade schoolers on the Great Awakening. I found some cool stuff on occasion, yes. They are very afraid. Roger that. Glad we are prepared. Roger that, sir. 5 of 5. Godspeed. All right. Lingering on here. I'm tired. Just wanted to bring you guys that update. That video, we're at the 30-minute mark getting there, so we're going to shut her down. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for giving us some time here this evening. If you're new, just stopping by, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Take a look in the comment section. Take a look in the description box. Other than leaving a comment in the comment section, take a look in there. A lot of the greatest patriots around the globe, around the country, right here on this channel for you to take advantage of. They'll point you in the right direction, leave you links, give you facts to check out for yourself. Again, don't ever take anything we say here to be 100% fact or truth. Do all your own research, connect all the own dots. We point you in the right direction, and we want you to think for yourself and do for yourself, all right? I'm Mike. Thanks for stopping by. God bless. Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide, and we'll see you back here real soon on the next Patriot Hour update. Have a great evening.